Okay, so as promised, I'm going to give you a modification if you found that the active warm-up for Fundamentals 1 is still a little bit beyond you. Here's a more basic level. The double-folded yoga mat is not essential unless you are, like myself, working on a hard surface. You want something to cushion your knee. So again, the idea is that you have done some sort of a warm-up. So I'll just, again, like I did in the other warm-up, take you through just a very, very easy warm-up. So at least you're a little bit warm. What I'm doing is probably not adequate. You should be doing a little bit longer. So if you're about to start out and you're not warm, go up and down your set of stairs 1 or 2 times, or maybe go outside and do a walk around the block, and make sure your muscles are warm, especially if you're brand new. And if I'm assuming if you're doing this level, you are new to exercise, or at the very least coming back to exercise after a long hiatus. You really want to make sure that your body is warm before you jump into anything. So what I did is a little bit. It's not enough. Please go up and down your stairs a few times, walk all around the block, get on your stationary bike if you have one, and get a little bit warm before you do these. Okay, so you've done that, and we're going to go into our first exercise for our quad and hip flexor. I want you to get on all fours, gently bring one leg up. Hopefully you can balance in this position. If you don't, if you find even this too challenging, get an exercise ball or something to position your body on here. But if you can balance in this position, once you're here, all I want you to do is raise your arms and lower. I'm going to do that 10 times a side. 2, I look up to the sky, and where I should be feeling this stretch is right down this hip flexor, this back hip flexor and quadricep. I'm keeping it active by raising and lowering my arms, and this leg has to work to stabilize me in this position. Good. 4 more. 1, 2, good job. So I must congratulate you if you are starting out. The fact that you're making this effort to start exercising, it will pay off. If you stay consistent, it will pay off. Hands go on the inside, slide your leg back, switch over to the other side. Okay. Back toe can either be down or flipped up. I find flipped up gives you a little bit more balance. So once again, I'm staggered. You want to stagger your legs far enough apart so that even in this position, I feel a tiny comfortable stretch. Very tiny but comfortable. And then as I raise my arms and look up to the sky, that stretch increases just a little bit, but still within a controlled manner. Very good. So still working on your balance here, not quite as challenging as the other active warm-up that I have in Fundamentals 1. So start with this, and then when you're ready, progress back to that one. About 3 more. And the next exercise, we're going to hit the hamstring. So the hamstring is at the back of the leg behind the knee. Last one here. Hands go down on either side. Now from here, you're probably going to want to step that back knee back ever so slightly. I did about 10 centimeters. You want to release that front toe, shift your hips backwards. I should feel quite a pull through here, and then I release forward ever so slightly. We're going to do a few rocks here. We're going to do 10 to be exact. 3. Now this dynamic warm-up may take a little bit longer than the 5 minutes that I hope to give you, but it's more important that we do this properly, and I do it at your level rather than rush you. And you get the opportunity to listen to the body. A lot of, when you're beginning exercise, a lot of what you're learning is how to do just that. Listen to your body. Learn how to push it. Learn when to back off. And it is a learning process, and it does take time. But it will be well worth it. And then bring your hands to the inside of that leg. Switch legs. So we're going back into a little bit of that lunge position. Okay? Slide the back knee back ever so slightly. Front toe comes off. And then I'm shifting my hips back and forward. So just gently moving in and out. This dynamic stretching is always with control. So except for very limited individuals who are training for a specific sport, we don't do any ballistic stretching anymore. And about 4 more here. So we've done our hip flexor. We're doing our hamstring now. The next movement we'll go into is our glute. You can do this on a chair, but I'm going to assume you have no equipment. So we're going to lie on our backs. Actually, I'll show you both versions. No equipment and then equipment. You can see which one you like better. Cross the leg over top of the knee. Bring the hands behind the thigh. And you're going to lift your head up, pull that knee in, and then release back down. Pull up, increasing the stretch, and back down. Now, if you feel your neck when you do that, please just go ahead and do a very gentle pull towards the body. And we'll just do 5 a side, because I'm going to show you a different variation using a chair, and you can decide which one you like. So again, you can lift up the head and lower, lift up the head and lower, and I'm gently pulling that thigh in, or you can go ahead and just pull that thigh in. So in a second, I will just get a chair, and I'll show you the variation. Bear with me for 1 sec. I'm just going to grab a chair. So you can, as an option, instead of doing the lying down glute stretch, you can do the seated glute stretch. So you can sit down, cross one leg over top, and then to make it dynamic, you're just leaning ever so slightly. For some of you, again, the lean is going to be, you probably won't even be able to see it. It'll be more something like this because you will be quite tight. Your knee may be up here. That's okay. Where you're aiming to feel the stretch, you position that knee wherever you need to, so you're feeling the stretch in that hip area. Okay, and we'll switch to the other side. Sitting up nice and tall, I'm trying to hinge through my hip, up and down. And we'll just do about 3 more. So far we've done the hip flexor, we've done the hamstring, we've done the glute. We need to do the calf. And that will be it for us for our modified dynamic stretch. So for the last one, what you want to do is find a wall. And I'm going to do this with my back towards you so you can pay attention to what my back leg is doing. So my hands are going to go up against the wall. I'm going to space myself about 1 meter or so away from the wall, maybe a little bit less. And I'm going to drive my knee towards the wall. And I'm going to push my back heel into the ground. I'm not to the side, I'm straight back. Drive the knee, push back. Drive the knee, push back. The pressure is I'm applying pressure from the wall, through the wall, into my back calf. Driving the knee, push back. Driving the knee, push back. And then I switch sides. Knee drive, press back. Knee drive, press back. When I press back, I should feel a bit of a stretch through the back of the calf. So that's below the kneecap, down through the heel. So I'm just going to repeat what that one looks like. It does not work with a chair, but just so you can see the body positioning from the side. So again, don't do this with a chair, do it with the wall, but this is about the distance I am away from the wall. The wall will be here, and I'm lifting up and pressing. Without the solid resistance of the wall, I can't get that pressure into the back half, so it's not nearly as effective a stretch. So imagine the wall is right here, but at least so you can get some perspective as to how I'm doing the stretch. Okay? And that's it. There's your dynamic warm-up. Get ready to jump into workout 1. We'll talk to you soon.